everyone will be able to hear what you are saying. Option number 2, which is probably the way that I would suggest, is in the top right of your screen. Okay, there is the little people icon. It should be number 15 at the moment. There's 15 people on the meeting. Okay, and then next to that is the time. In between the time and the people is what looks like a little chat or a little blurb. That is the chat function of the meeting here. So what you're able to do is you're able to type your bid in. It will pop up into the chat function. Of course, make sure you hit enter afterwards. You can type your bid in. It will pop up on my screen. Now, my job as the auctioneer is to help guide you and direct you where you need to be. So just because you type your bid or you yell out your bid doesn't mean it is a bid. You have to make sure you listen to me because I'm going to direct you, make sure and let you know if it's been acknowledged or not. The bidding will also pop up on your screen. That's Haley's job today. So just a word of caution also, ladies and gentlemen, today's auctions, we do record them. Okay, so if you are uncomfortable with having your face on the meeting, because we are recording, that is okay, we understand. Turn your camera off. But for my preference, it would be nice to be able to see you all. So if I could choose, I'd ask you to turn your camera on, but you don't have to. It's up to you. Today's auction, ladies and gentlemen, will be conducted in accordance with any rules and any additional conditions that are made available before the start of this morning's auction. So the auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting any late bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. What that means, ladies and gentlemen, in layman's terms, is I'll give everyone ample warning. First call, second call, third and final call, but when the gavel hits like so, it's all over Red Rover, and we can't take any late bids or offers after that point. If we do find ourselves in the position where we are below the reserve and we pass the property in to you as the highest bidder, that is a great position to be in, because what I can tell you is more often than not the highest bidder buys the property straight after the auction. So if you want to be first, you got to be last in the land of auctions. If you are the highest bidder and I am giving the underbidder ample time, I do apologise in advance if you become frustrated with me. I can assure you we would be doing the same if we were selling your property. You want us to make sure that every buyer is 100% out. The vendors, of course, they do have a reserve price as auctioneer. I'll indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids and prohibits other bidders to trying to stop other bidders from bidding, and the law does provide fines for this conduct. The rules, they do permit vendor bids. I'll make it really, 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 really simple and really, 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 really obvious if I'm going to make a bid on behalf of the vendor. In fact, I will make it so simple and so obvious, I will even use those words, vendor bid, and by law only I, as the auctioneer, may make a vendor bid. As I said, ladies and gentlemen, we do sell here today via our auction. We call for a 10% deposit to be paid upon the conclusion of the auction and the signing of the contract, with the balance to be paid at settlement in 90 days' time. I am aware that some parties have sought some variations to those terms and the auction conditions. Those variations have been approved by the vendors, so please bid with confidence, knowing that our vendors have done absolutely everything they can to make it as simple for you to bid and buy here today. What a wonderful offering, just 4 years young, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, those beautiful views over to the Dandenongs, literally a hop, skip and a jump to everything that we come to love about the Ringwood area. You've got the East Link and access right into the city or to the beach, getting into summer, perfect time for that. Eastland train station, you've got schools, both public and private, both secondary and primary, right on your doorstep. Parks galore. It's a wonderful location. The courtyard, which has popped up there right on cue, we couldn't have timed that better, Haley, and there's the view there that I told you about earlier. Stainless steel appliances. It's a wonderful home, whether it is perhaps your first home or you're looking to add to your investment portfolio. The rental particularly we have on the property, $410 to $430 per week in its current condition. And I can assure you, properties like this, they won't hang around for very long. You'll get a tenant very, very quickly if that is what it is that you are looking to do. Probably enough over to me. I'll throw it over to you. Where do we go? Where do we start? Opening bidder offer. Get me underway for ZEPHYR Close in Ringwood. In your hands. Where do we start? I've been calling auctions, ladies and gentlemen, for about 10 years for the Ray White Group. Still, after a decade, I am amazed at the respective buyers. There always seems to be a moment's silence for the passing of the vendor's property whenever the auctioneer calls for an opening bid. That moment's passed. Now's the time to go. Silence isn't golden when it comes. Suggest a number at 480 perhaps. I think that's a nice gentle number there to start. Let's go with 480. Plenty of bid there. 350, got it there. We'll go back at 480. Bang, back, you got it there. Crystal, 480. That's 480, Michelle. North of that's where you need to be. That's 480 the bid now. Let's go 90. That's 480 the bid now. Clear bit off in here at 480. 90 our search. That's 480 we have. That's 480 I have here. First call, 480. 490 to get you back, Michelle. Second call, 480,000. 490 where you need to be. Third, final time. That's 480,000 now. 90, can I say, Michelle? Surely not just one bid. I'm out. I'll give you a moment to think about it. The more you think about the property, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, the more you jump back in. At 480 now. 90 I search. 90 to get you in. 80 I have. Go with me, the vendor. Vendor bid at 490. Let's go 500. At 490 I have. At 490 the bid now. 500 I search. At 490 the bid. Clear bid up in here. 500 to get you back, Crystal. What do you say? At 500 I search. First call 490. Second call for, got it there at 500. At 500 the bid now. Clear bid up in here at 500,000. At 500 now. Let's go with vendor bid 520. 520 vendor bid. Let's go 530, Crystal. At 520 I have. At 520 the bid now. 530 we go. First call, 520,000. 530 to get you back, Crystal. Second call at 520, 30 I search. Third, final time. At 520, 30 to get you back, Crystal. 20 I have. Just want to remind you, Crystal, if we pass the property in on a vendor bid, what that means is that you don't get the right to negotiate. It's open slather for everyone. We talked this morning about some interest we have after the auction. So if we pass it in on a vendor bid, you don't have first rights. If we pass it in on your bid, you get first crack at it. We deal with you exclusively. The other people, they don't get a look at. 530, give yourself the opportunity to negotiate with the vendor. At 520 I have. At 520, 30 to get you back, Crystal. If you bid 530, Crystal, you have my word, I will not vendor bid against you. Trust me, I'm a real estate agent. 530, no better bids from me. Deal with you behind closed doors. That is a wonderful opportunity for you to buy with the vendor. But you've got to bid to 530. We're going to call it 3 more times. That's 520 now. 30, can I say, Crystal? First call, 520. Jump back in for 30. Appreciate the offer. 530 where you need to be. Won't take $1 under 530, Crystal. Second call, 520. 30 where you need to be. Appreciate the offer at 500. Not now at the moment. At 520. 30, can I say? Third, final time. At 520, 30 where you need to be, Crystal. What would we want to do? Give yourself the chance to buy it today. Wonderful townhouse. 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. Beautiful views up to the Dandenongs. Everything at your doorstep. East Land, train station, East Link into the city or down at the beach. It is literally a stone's throw away. At 520, 30, we need to get you back. What do we want to do, Crystal? Happy to pass it in on the vendor bid. That just means you don't get the right. No one does. 530 where you need to be. What do we want to do, Crystal? Have we seen your best? 530 we go. Let's go there. 530. Hell of a lot of real estate here for 530. Lee, haven't forgotten about you and Helena. Very quiet so far. Silence isn't golden when it comes to the land of auctions. I'm not telepathic. You're going to have to type your bid in. I won't know what you're thinking. At 520. 530 we go where we search. What are we doing, Crystal? In, out, need to know. Have we seen your best, Crystal? Give yourself the chance to buy it. Love to deal with you. Love to sell it to you this afternoon. That's not good. I'll give you a moment to think about it. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, just going to go speak to our owners. We'll be back before we can say cat in the hat. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. I'm sure you can appreciate big decision buying and selling of real estate. At the bid now at 520, I was calling for a bid at 530, still searching for 530. At 520 now, 30 get you in. At 20 I have here, let's go 30. At 520 the bid now, 30 can I say. At 520 now, surely there's a bid at 530. I think we can all agree the property's worth at least that. At 520, 30 to get you in, Alan, I think. First call, 520. Helena, Lee, 30 where you need to be. Got it there. New face in the race and welcome, Helena. At 530 the bid now. Against you, Crystal, where do we go? 530, I've got it here. Live bid at 530. At 530, where do we want to go now, Crystal? 530 I have. Unfortunately, what that means is now Helena is the bidder that we deal with and not you, Crystal, unfortunately. She's come in and swooped it at the last minute. At 530 the bid now. Any rise I'll take. At 530, where do we go, Crystal? At 530 the bid. First call, 530. Second call, 530,000. Any rise at all, Crystal? Need to know. Third, final time. At 530,000 we have it. The late bid, Helena, could be a good strategy. Could see if it pays off for you. At 530 now. Where do we go? In, out, Crystal, need to know. What do we want to do? I'll take a $1,000 bid if it gets you back, Crystal. $1,000. Last time offer. I will. Last roll of the dice. At 530, 31 I will take. 32 I'll take. 35 I'll take. I'll take it all. 531 is the least I will take if it gets you back, Cam. And Crystal, what do we want to do? At 530 now. Clearly a bit off it here. Appreciate your patience and leader. Same courtesy to you should you need it. At 530 I have. Clearly a bit off it here at 530. First call, 530. In, out, Crystal, I need to know. Second call, 530,000. Are we sure we've seen your best, Crystal? Third, final time at $530,000. In, out, need to know. What are we doing, Crystal? All Michelle, haven't forgotten about you. Appreciate the starter. Starting bidders, they always have a soft spot in us auctioneers' hearts. Love to see you come back in, Michelle. 530 I have. What do we want to do, Cam? And Crystal, need to know. In, out, what are we doing? 2 bedrooms.
Just give me 1 sec, Chris.
Sorry, Cam?
Just give me 1 second.
I'll give you 1 second. Why not? Time's up. Let's go. That's been a second, I reckon. At 530, I have it here. Big decision, I appreciate it. At 530. Cam, if you're on the phone to Crystal, just tell her that she's got great views there. Stainless steel appliances. Hop skipper to jump down to the East Land and East Link train station. Tell her it is all on the doorstep. Tell her it's a wonderful buy. 4 ZEPHYR Close in Ringwood. Tell her it's going to rent out at $410 to $430 a week if she wants to go down that far. Tell her it's only 4 years old, Cam. I'm running out of things to say, so maybe there's a time it might be up. What do we want to do? Need to know. In, out, call it 3 times, 530. Helena, really appreciate your patience. Same courtesy to you if you need it. There we go. That's not very good. You said you were out before. I'll give you a moment to think about it. At 530, you're going to call it 3 more times. First call, 530. Second call, 530. Third, final time at 530,000. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to go speak to our owners again. I'll be back before you say frog us off. Appreciate your patience, ladies and gentlemen. As I said numerous times, buying and selling real estate, big decision. I had the bid there at 530,000. Clear instructions from the vendor. At 530, I'm going to call it 3 more times. At 530, clear instructions. 530, first call. 31, like Houdini, you reappeared, Crystal. Good to have you. At 530, like a magic trick, like it. At 531,000, there it is. At 531, where do we go now, Helena? 531, the bid. In your hands, where do we go? 531,000. First call, 531. In, out, Helena, need to know. Second call, 531,000. Where do we go? Third, final time, at 531,000. Any rise at all, Helena? What are we doing, Al? Need to know. 531 the bid.
Just a second, mate.
531, we have it here. Need to know now, Al. Moment of truth. What are we doing at 531? Crystal, magic trick. She reappeared. She came back. Might have taken the cookies back. That's 531,000. That's 531,000 now. Leave it over here. 531 3 zeros. At 531 now. Where do we go from here? Elena, need to know. In, out. What are we doing? At 531,000. Clearly been offered here. At 531,000 for ZEPHYR close. 531 the current bid. I need to know. What are we doing now? In, out, Helena. I need to know. At 531,000. First call, I'm going to call it 3 times. Clear instructions from the vendor. At 531,000 the bid. First call, Alan. Need to know. In,
Just a second,
out,
Chris.
Helena,
Just a second, mate.
What are we doing? Second call, 531. Ample warning. I need to know. Third, final time at 531,000, Helena. Are we in? Are we out? What are we doing? Could just be a strategy there from Crystal. Don't know. Maybe that was her last bid. At 500, you're out. Okay, I appreciate it. 531,000. Are you sure, Helena? Al, get some instructions. 531,000. Third, final time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do say that auctions are a process, they're not an event. We're going to move to the next stage of our negotiations. I'm sure that next time you check up online, you'll see for ZEPHYR Close has been sold. If you have interest in the property, please give me a call. Otherwise, we look forward to speaking to you at our next online auction from, of course, my living room. Thank you very much. Have a lovely, lovely day.